We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're the
team.
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
In the block.
Hey, Wack.
Yo.
That nigga, yo, bro, you heard, I know you probably heard this by now. So that audio I played earlier, I thought that shit was about Brick Baby. But the nigga 600 was talking about Luce and said that was his brother. Bro, what like type of shit is that? If that's true, bro, that's some rat shit.
Chuck, is you okay, homie?
Yeah.
I corrected you when you were saying it. I said, I don't think he was talking about Brick Baby. I think Luce went to court this morning. I told you that.
You kept saying that, but you didn't like you didn't go into details, bro.
What details I gotta go into? I said I don't think he's talking about Brick.
Well, what you think about that, bro? This like let me get to
I don't know. I mean, the minute order's just gonna come out. I don't think the inmates be in court talking. I think that be the attorney talking. So it sounded to me like they had charges on Luce that might have been his brother's charges as far as his past history.
Oh, okay, that could be true.
Yeah, it ain't like it's some open, fresh charges and he's saying, oh no, my brother did that. It's like shit that niggas did time for. And I don't know how close they names. I don't know his brother. I don't even know the nigga name. So I don't know how close their names are. You know, I don't know if
But if he did time for it, and then he said now that was his brother, that's different.
Well, they're going over your criminal history. You get what I'm saying? When you're going over your criminal history and they got like 15 things and 8 of them ain't yours, it's your brother charges that they cross into your name. I believe that's what he was trying to clear up. It ain't like they active, it's old shit. That whatever nigga gonna happen. I think he was trying to clear up y'all putting my brother's criminal history on my name. I think that's what that was.
Yeah, so basically 600 just put some hot sauce on it, basically.
Yeah, because this is not a today wasn't to discuss open cases. It was I believe they was denying his bond because of his criminal history. And from what I'm seeing, a lot of the shit they put on him, it wasn't his cases, it was his brother's cases. So I'm learning now that he really does have a twin brother.
Yeah, Jermaine.
I guess, I don't know. You know, when they ask him, he always denied it. So, you know, I don't be no, you know, man, listen, man, niggas say he ain't got a twin brother, shit. You know, I don't put a lot of effort into figuring it out.
Yeah, that nigga did tell us he was 32, not 42, so.
Yeah, so I guess, so you know, that's, they got the same birth date, and I guess their names are similar. So maybe it was times when the brother got arrested. Let's say the brother got a warrant. He know he got a warrant. So instead of saying, you say the brother name is what, Chuck?
Jermaine. Yeah, Jermaine.
Okay,
Jermaine.
so instead of him telling them Jermaine, he tell them Tremaine. He know the birthday because they got the same birthday. If they pull Tremaine's picture in the police car, they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the only thing on,
if he 42 back in the day, that shit used to ride. Nowadays, you probably can't ride with that so much, but back in the day, for sure.
Yeah, they ain't gonna know unless they take him down there and fingerprint him. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe, you know, I don't know. I think that's what the defense was. I think that was about saying, hey, these charges ain't all mine. Some of them belong to my twin brother. We got the same date of birth and similar names. I'm just guessing. I mean, when the minute order come out, we'll see it. What I do know is that I don't believe Luce Cannon was in there doing the speaking. He got an attorney for that. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
tried to get Eddie Boy in here to clear that shit up. I think I said he misspoke. Said Brick Baby, so he already know that. Yeah, come clear that up. So,
Yeah,
but
I guess Brick Baby did go to the thing today, but I don't know what happened. They telling me he did go.
yeah, I think Brick Baby got denied, but
Yeah, both of them
they were
niggas got
saying,
denied.
yeah, they were
Mm.
saying he got denied.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's really not
He just came in here and cleared that up though. Prince, he just came in here and explained that how the wiretaps came from basically when they tapped Brick Baby shit and they heard whatever they heard, they was able to go tap Big U shit.
Oh, yeah. That's from the bus dude, right?
Hey Prince, you there still?
Yeah,
That bus dude.
that investigation happened around that same time, 2020, late 2020, when he got jammed up.
Late 2020? Because I think they started the task force February 2021.
W in February 2021.
February 2021. And whatever them letters mean, it's a bunch of letters or whatever.
Right,
That's the task force.
right. But then they got the investigation into the Rolling 60s by that same task force, and starting in August of
Oh.
2020.
No, the task force was for that, right?
Two separate task force.
Oh. There
One
was
was
one for the Rolling 60s and then one established for Big
right.
U.
You got a Nevada one, then you got the whole metropolitan
Uh,
FBI, whole 4 agency one investigating the Rolling 60s. And that one starts August of October 2020. That's why that one's very important.
Hey, these next couple weeks, we gonna see niggas start getting panic mode. Watch.
What you mean?
I mean, I feel like most people involved in the situation right now, I feel like, how can I say it? Like, I feel like the shit's starting to sit in on niggas, bro. I feel like it's gonna start setting in on niggas, and niggas gonna have to start making real life decisions about what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I think it's getting to that point.
Yeah, you know, my disposition with Luce has always been to he need to separate his try to get separated from the RICO.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That because I feel like you got a group of 7 people, and even the women, well, the one I don't know what the other one did. She well, I don't know how many times she did that, so I don't want to misspeak. But I know with Luce, what they saying he did was a one-time thing. Everybody else, it was a repetitive situation in different situations. So them consider them a group. I get it. But you got a nigga come in and do something one time and then he out. Do you make him part of the group? Is he really part of that group? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right. Well, I think when it come to that point, they gonna try to use that nigga words and shit against him. You know what I'm saying? That's how I
oh,
think. That's how I think the government gonna try to play, especially from what we read in that paperwork and shit. Like they really trying to use all that like social media ass shit niggas be saying, bro.
yeah, that's crazy. Niggas be capping too.
Right. This shit all entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Niggas be capping like a.
right.
Yeah. To answer your question, Wack, I'll say no because he's not part of the wiretap.
Now I'm gonna say this
Yeah,
though. I feel like if his lawyer could get some type of plea where he could plea out separated from that case, like he won't have that RICO part of it attached to his case, and he could get some type of plea on just the charge that he got, just straight those charges. I think that's something he should look into, bro.
Robbery.
I think that's something he should jump at, honestly.
No Hobbs Act. Get rid of the Hobbs Act enhancement.
No, I'm saying like take the Hobbs Act, the robbery or whatever he got, right?
Right.
But not having it attached to the RICO. You know what I'm saying? just Hobbs Act, just loose cannon Hobbs Act, not no.
Yeah.
I see
You
what
see
you're
what I'm saying?
saying.
Not no Eugene Henley, the United States Eugene Henley RICO case and loose cannon with his, with that shit. Just loose cannon pleads to the Hobbs Act by himself, not no RICO attachment. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be a good move in his favor if his lawyer could get some shit like that done.
Yeah, my whole thing day one been like, yo, you need to get yourself separated from that RICO. That's been my whole thing day one. Today I think what happened was, and I ain't seen it. We'll see it in the minute orders, right? It'll say everything that happened in there today when it come out.
Yeah,
It
facts.
will.
Like we
Yeah.
just the clerk just be slow sometimes. That's the only reason we ain't got it now.
But I ain't think Luce got hit with the racketeering, did
All right, right now he's under the whole RICO.
Right.
No, but it's charged though. Like they gonna put him as a defendant in the RICO because it's an overact to
Yeah,
the
but no,
RICO.
he it's a collaborative effort. So all them charges with the same charges. It's a collaborative effort.
Nah, that's not how that works. So
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can't. They can't because they can't tie Luce to the sex trafficking.
yeah, that's not how that works.
It's a
So
collaborative effort, bro.
that's not how
It's a
that works, though,
collaborative
Chuck.
effort.
That's not how that
Yes, it
works.
is.
So
We
no, it's
all
not.
get charged with that shit.
No, it's not. So you have
Look it up.
the
Let
nigga
somebody
at the
Google it real quick.
the
Chuck,
nigga at the
he been
top.
to the feds. Let him talk to you. He been to the feds.
The nigga at the top, right? The nigga at the top, the big U nigga, he'll get hit with them overacts. And necessarily might not be a charge, but it'll be an enhancement, right? Now the niggas under him, that's okay. The loose cannons, the bear nigga, the trap kitchen money chick, all that other shit. They'll get hit with those separate charges. They're not gonna get hit with racketeering if they didn't do racketeering. The racketeering shit gonna be hit with the niggas at the top. Luce ain't gonna get hit with no racketeering. His charge should be stated in that paperwork, and I think it was just that robbery, that Hobbs Act shit.
Yeah, I think he got the
So
robbery.
how K Flock get hit with the racketeering then?
Was he at the top?
He's the top. He's a leader. Clay Flock was the leader.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Thought it was another person though. But all right, I got you. Yeah, because I thought it was a collaborative effort. Like when they charge you with that, you get everything that's on that case. You got all y'all got to eat that. But that makes sense though. Shit, luckily that's the way to go.
And
I think that's what his lawyer should be fighting for, like getting that shit separated, unattached to that RICO shit. You know what I'm saying? And try to get some type of the most lenient plea he can get for that Hobbs Act shit. Because just being honest and just being real, like that robbery shit got a lot of evidence on that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the cooperating witness who's saying that y'all robbed him. He's the witness. The nigga who allegedly got robbed is the government informant. Then you got, that they trying to they putting that no jumper shit on there where basically niggas was talking about exactly what happened after the robbery. Then you got the informant and Loose Cannon on the phone together, and Loose Cannon admitting to the robbery to the informant. So, sometimes you just gotta look at, like, just be real with yourself and look at it like, damn, what's gonna be best for me? Going to trial and trying to fight these folks, or trying to, work out some type of deal that's best for myself, without some type of deal without any cooperation. You dig?
The only me looking at it, and I don't know, like the fact that the nigga that got robbed ended up at the place where his shit ended up at, and he got a cut. Was it a robbery? That's my defense, right? If the nigga was a participant, was it a robbery?
So let me ask you this, right? Where you said that would be,
I'm coming. Like,
you said that would be your defense, right?
be my defense, because if you're a participant in the
Right.
robbery, we come in there, boom, 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 up, you give it up because you got a partner. You just in, right? And then you double back and meet us at the spot. And we give you 40,000, whatever it is. Was it a robbery? Did he take the 40,000 and turn it in to the feds as evidence?
Right. So let me ask you this: if you got these same charges that he got, right? Same exact charges Luce got, same everything, same evidence and all that. Is you going to trial on that, or you gonna cop out?
No, I'm
If you can get
coming
it
with that.
separate, if you can get it separated where you could cop out, is you gonna separate it and cop out, or you gonna take this all the way to the door?
I'm coming with that defense right there. If they don't have the money that he was given at the location and logged in as what he turned in, then you're a willing participant in the robbery. So I really never robbed you.
And then, this the feds, like you would fight that.
Listen, I'm keeping it 100. Like,
Even with the evidence, even with them having the
bro,
phone call
the
with them two
evidence,
niggas
the
on the
phone
phone
call,
together, you'll fight that.
all that, the evidence, the phone call, because the phone call was showing. So, nigga, you still laughing and joking with the nigga that robbed you, or was you part of the robbery?
Yeah, you could
We're
look,
dealing with a
you can
different
look at it that
situation.
way.
What I'm saying, Ghost, is, Ghost, if I rob you when I'm gone, that's one thing.
Right,
It was like, hey, look, nigga, I'm gonna come up in the spot 10 o'clock, lay everything down, nigga, meet us back at the spot, we're gonna give you your cut.
right,
And this dude is, a foreman or whatever he is, right? Did he take that 40,000 and go take it to the feds and say, hey, this is what they gave me? Then that's one thing. Did he take the 40,000 and spend it for his own personal use? At
right,
that point, are we dealing with a Hobbs Act robbery?
right,
That's all I'm saying. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
right. But me personally, the way I look at it, if I'm looking at if this evidence they got up against me, right? I'm looking at this shit right here, right? Me
What's the
personally,
evidence if the nigga was a participant? If the alleged victim was a participant in the robbery, what is the evidence?
I mean,
It really wasn't a robbery.
Now, Ghost, you got a
you can
point.
look at it. You can look at it that way,
Get what
right?
I'm saying? Like,
That's the defense angles to look at it. But I'm thinking
Nah,
about
but
yeah,
if I'm
nigga.
thinking
that's
about
common sense.
if I'm thinking about a jury, if I'm thinking about a jury, and I know they finna press play on
Hmm.
this audio of me admitting to this robbery.
That's cool. I'm admitting to the
I don't think
staged
I'm taking it to
robbery.
the. I think if I can get something for about 5 to 7, a nice plea like that, I think I'd take that 5 to
What
7.
I'm telling you is this. The guy in front of you, jury, is not a victim. He is, in fact, my partner in the staged robbery.
Yeah, but you at that point you just rolling the dice. You know what I'm saying? You rolling the dice.
What?
You betting on the jury believing you
No,
over the
I'm
government
betting.
informant, because the
I'm
government
betting
informant
on.
ain't gonna go up there and say, yeah, I was part of the robbery. That ain't what he gonna go up there and say.
It's
What do
in the
you
work.
mean? It's in the work.
It's not him in there admitting that he was part of that robbery. That's not what that work say. He don't say that.
No, it
The
do
witness
say
don't
that
say
he
he.
came
No, the
back.
witness does not say that, bro. The
No, it
witness does
says
not say he was part of the robbery,
there
bro.
at the house. He was back at the
Wait,
house.
slow down,
right?
slow down, slow down. What are we debating? The witness says who was
Bro,
part of
this
all
is
of
a
it?
fact. The nigga admits that he definitely went back to the house.
Yeah, he do admit he went back to the house and got something. He didn't say he got all his shit back, bro.
No, it ain't. You don't, bro. Yo, slow down, Ghost. I don't know what you doing. You ain't got to get all. You're never gonna get all of it back if it's a play, right? Look, nigga. That who's that? Yeah, I got 3 partners. All right, look, we gonna come in there and rob them, right? It's they weed and shit anyway, right? Yeah, it's a bunch of niggas. Okay, cool. Nigga, when we whoop, meet us back at the spot, we're gonna give you your end. Whoop, up, everybody hands up. Up, everybody get out. Whoop, nigga leave. Nigga don't call the police. He don't call 911. He don't call nothing. He go back to the spot. Now, this is a nigga that's working. Big U says, now that's how you rob yourself. And go take 40,000 off the table and give to the nigga. Now, did he take this money and go give it to the feds and say, hey, this is what they gave me? That's one thing, Ghost. Now, what you saying makes sense. Did he take that money and go splurges on his own personal use and never told them people he received money? That's another thing. Now, the defense is cooking.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to you, right? I'm saying this from a defensive perspective and from a juror's perspective. I'm saying it's up to the you putting that in the juror's hands as far as like you rolling the
Nigga, it's gonna
dice.
come down if they can't say Exhibit A, 1912, money given back to him after the robbery. If they say that, nigga, it's a problem. If they cannot provide the funds he was given, and that nigga wouldn't have splurged that money, and at that point, well, he kind of didn't rob you. This was a hoax robbery. Like, is this the Hobbs Act robbery? You were part of your alleged victim was part of the robbery. It was a staged robbery. So now you done went from the credibility. Now what just happened is Big U's overall shit is now working, is being helped because now the credibility of the victim is now being compromised.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, right? But
That's all I'm saying.
for that to work, right? For that to work as a staged robbery, the victim will have to say that it was a staged robbery. That wasn't no staged robbery. That situation wasn't a staged robbery.
Hey,
That
bro.
situation from the paperwork was an extortion robbery
Both of
because
y'all
the nigga
right.
wasn't answering their phone, wasn't answering Big U calls no more. See what I'm saying?
See, both of y'all
Like,
right
extortion,
before
I
the
never seen a nigga get extorted and they give him back the money. I don't know how that works.
I mean, niggas
look,
do shit
Ghost,
like
check it
that.
out, check it
Niggas
out, check it out.
do shit like
Look,
that sometimes.
For that to work, so say a nigga set up the robbery, right? And the nigga, he would have to own 100% of that company for it to be fraud, right? Because that's what it would be. It would be fraud on the owner's side. Setting up a robbery, that's fraud, right?
Right.
But if that person has partners, it's still going to be a robbery because they not in on it as well.
That's a fact.
Right.
But what I'm saying is now you have their alleged witness or victim.
It breaks the
His
case apart.
credibility is,
There we go.
yeah, it's compromised. You know what I'm saying?
No, I see what you're saying for sure. I see exactly what you're saying.
Ghost, we got to keep in mind, they said it was an illegal dispensary.
That's a fact too.
That's my interjection.
That's a real good point right there too.
Witness goes. I'm attacking the credibility of that.
They said it was an illegal dispensary. It wasn't like my homeboy. He got a legal dispensary. He could grow, and distribute and transport his license guy. So his shit is like illegal, right? So motherfucker going in and steal some shit. He called insurance people. But I don't believe these people was able to call insurance.
Right, they was illegal.
I don't know if I read that right, but it was something in there that said something about dude was paying off the police department.
I think it was something in there, and then I think it was a phone call about that too, wasn't it?
Yeah, that phone call. It's a phone call about him paying off the police department.
Right.
Damn, that's a. It's a little different. An original one. What is this?
It's just rough to sit up in that courtroom and a nigga getting on the stand like, yes, this nigga right here and this nigga right here, they came into my establishment and pointed guns at me and took this and took that. Like, that shit just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Me personally, I be trying to get a smooth plea if I could. Especially playing with them feds. If it was state, whole nother story. Playing with them feds, I'd be trying to get a nice little plea deal.
He need to get separated.
Right. Facts. I think that could happen for him though, bro. Because like you said, bro, he's not mentioned doing this shit with them except this one act. It's one act that he did with them. That's like, that could have been anybody who went and did that act, bro. That could have been a nigga hanging with a nigga who from 60s and he just the driver for that day. So he went with him. You know what I'm saying? Just because he the driver for that day, this nigga might not even be from a set. That don't mean that he's part of the big U enterprise. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he definitely need to try to get that shit severed for sure.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Clubhouse TV, where the streets talk and we listen. Today, y'all heard the content. It's been wild. Wack 100 chimed in heavy on Luce Cannon, reportedly snitching on his own twin brother. Yeah, you heard that right, man. His twin. So let's get into it now. You been keeping up? Luce Cannon, West Coast personality. Always loud, always wild. Just got caught in some serious paperwork drama. Word on the net. He allegedly told the judge that it wasn't him doing the crimes, it was his twin brother, his own blood. In a case that got folks side-eyeing his whole legacy. And if you know what, he wasn't going to stay quiet. As soon as it hit the blogs and he got word, Wack hit Clubhouse. That's why I keep telling y'all, stop glorifying these fake street dudes. Twin or not, a rat is a rat. Wack went in, calling Luce a cold piece of work. That if you could vote on your own twin, you were a danger to everybody. But Wack kept it 100, saving Luce. He said he don't think that he was snitching on his twin brother. He was really just saying that the crimes that my brother did and our names are kind of similar and we have the same birthday. Don't tie his crimes to mine. And Wack also said that he don't think that Luce would have been talking anyway because that's something that his brother would do. I mean, that's something that his lawyer would do. Luce wouldn't be talking. Now, here's where it gets messy. Some folks saying Wack is just doing what he always does, capitalizing on controversy. Others say he's got a point. If the streets got rules and family's supposed to be off limits, what does it mean when you break that for self-preservation? Also, let's be real. The streets don't forget. This ain't gonna disappear, especially with paperwork floating around and Wack fanning the flames. Not just about Luce anymore. It's about what this means for the so-called codes people live and pretend to live by. So what do y'all think? Luce Cannon snitching his twin brother? Did he cross the ultimate line? Or is it deeper than that? Is Wack really holding him accountable? Or is he taking up for him or stirring the pot for views? Let me know what you think about the content in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. Subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive Wack 100 content. As always, I certainly appreciate you checking out Clubhouse TV, and I'm off to the next one. I'm out, y'all. Peace.